You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing, go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing, go meet your football needs. Your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. Sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy.
Okay. Welcome to our show today. There it is.
Intro song and intro video, and I'm not in it.
Oh yeah. Everyone complains that like they're not in the intro video, and then everyone said I'm in.
DJ's in every single shot.
But guess who edited it?
That's true.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast for today. Welcome to our show. I want to say hi to Linger, our resident Liverpool fan. Oh yeah. Aw. And Benny, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. You guys can hear me, right?
Oh yeah, we're good. We can hear you.
Perfect.
And as always, I'm your host, EJ, for the day. So we're going to jump
Law FC.
Letter of the Law FC, because I want to remind myself, and I want my club and my team to remind themselves that, look, we are refereed according to the letter of the law, and we need to act accordingly. That's all I'm going to say about it. All right, we're going to jump. Oh, before I jump right in, let's do this first of all. We're going to talk about our social media handles on YouTube. If you don't follow us on any handle, please follow us on YouTube, subscribe, follow our Twitter account, and follow us on Instagram, because we have highlights and clips for you to enjoy. All right. Now we're going to talk about the game today, Liverpool versus Chelsea. And I will be the first to say I did not watch the game. I am so sorry. I was running around. So I want you guys to tell me what happened.
It's okay. It's okay. We know you're still licking your wounds from yesterday. That's fine.
Exactly. I actually assumed that you would start by talking about how Tosin should have been sent off with a similar challenge to Saliba yesterday.
Oh, look, why do you think I have my subtitle?
I know, exactly.
I'm not saying anything.
Not exactly the same. I mean,
that's last man.
Exactly the same now.
Yeah, I know there are nuances to these things. All I know is that they gave us a yellow card, and some of these decisions, this is what I'll say. Some of these decisions that they give against us, they can be more lenient. And when leniency is on the table, they react with non-leniency. So I think that's...
I know I started this. We're going to drop this. You guys can continue to talk about this in your Arsenal groups or something. Okay, so the Liverpool
therapy sessions.
Like the Arsenal fans are, and I think for us this game around, like this particular game, we're not too concerned. Like I think that was a foul, even when he did it, we're all like, whoa. And then we got it, and we're like, finally something in our favor. And then we saw Howard Webb in the stands. Well, he wasn't in the stands, he was making a call. And next thing,
rather,
we're like, whoa.
And was it 5G from the coronavirus? the vaccine?
5G.
Oh no.
Towers.
I will say, I'm not going to defend Arsenal because you guys are really bratty, but like the refereeing continues to be an abomination. Like the only issue I have with Arsenal fans is that you act like it's only you. But even watching this game, for and against Liverpool, like the refs are just not good in the Prem. Okay, like I think I'm not saying like it was. I don't think the refs are totally against us or even totally against Chelsea. They're just not very good.
They're just. I think the truth is there's no consistency. The reason I'll stand by this until I'm proven wrong. The reason I say that, I think the whole dark arts discussion, when we talk about dark arts, it's because someone went to go report us to the league and said Arsenal are engaging in dark arts. Blah, blah, blah. And I think the referees are like, we're not going to be deceived by these folks' dark arts.
Right.
So they're a little bit more attuned to us. These little flicks by Declan Rice. Oh, okay, yes, why did you do that? Boom. That's what I mean. I don't think there's a true agenda. I'm going to be careful when I say I don't think there's a true agenda to like just dock points off of Arsenal. I think That is a conspiracy. But I do think they're more attuned to us this season because last season they were not. I know what I saw last season. I didn't complain about Arsenal last season. So I can see a difference is my point. But okay, all that aside.
Liverpool, Chelsea.
Liverpool, Chelsea, let's go.
Let's talk about teams that have won European trophies. So thinking about Liverpool, Chelsea, Chelsea is like, maybe it's premature to be like Chelsea's back, but like Chelsea, I mean, this is definitely a better Chelsea team than who we've played in the last few years. Like first half especially, I thought Chelsea, like credit to Chelsea, even in the second half, I think we were cut through pretty easily. I expected us to win. We won, but it was definitely a nervier game than I thought. What do you think, Benny?
It's funny you say that because this is the first time Liverpool's beaten Chelsea in how many years now? It's been draws, just a draw fest.
It's been draws.
So, I mean, changed managers and whatnot, and I don't know. I thought speaking about Chelsea, they've played really well. This was a very good showing. Granted, I think Liverpool kind of showed the blueprint of how to kind of stifle Chelsea, maybe not stop them, but stifle them. Pretty much put Curtis Jones on Cole Palmer, and I thought that was a massive stroke because Palmer had a horrible day today. He didn't really play well, and I think just little nuances like that. It kind of started with it's kind of similar to how I guess Spurs, but Pochettino at the time figured out what's this? The Sarri's Chelsea. Then just put a man on Jorginho, and Chelsea's done. And I think they just took a page out of that. Like, okay, let's just put a man on the star guy, and then stifle the attack a bit. And overall, I thought it was a good showing. Liverpool played really matured ball, really, really matured. Gone are the days of like, well, there's a new manager, so just the high intensity and everything. They played really, really reserved, which was something I didn't expect. And it was a good game. Boring at times, it ended up being good.
It's something that like I think Liverpool fans are also getting used to. Like as everyone knows, we're a very emotional fan group, and that's why Klopp was so perfect because he was so emotional. And like you see Slot I mean, if anything will show you that English refs are terrible, you can see Slot, who was so calm in the first week, now losing his shit and like trying to fight people. So like they'll drive anyone nuts. But like this mature, calmer ball, I think I'm still getting used to a little bit. And I think it's great. But as someone who's used to like so much energy and intensity and emotion all the time, it's like also us learning to like be a little more relaxed.
All right.
Interesting. And I was going to say, I saw that Liverpool got a penalty. That was Mo Salah's first goal. What was the penalty? Was that an actual penalty?
It was definitely an actual penalty.
I thought it was. That was a penalty. Yeah.
There are a few things that could.
There were a few calls.
Either end.
There were a few. Yeah. There were a few calls.
But
I was like, but that one, I think that was a Stonewall penalty.
There were a bunch of yellows in this game as well. Like more than I've seen our team at least get in a minute. Like 3, 4, 5 maybe.
Wow.
It was some stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive. It
was
a pretty snipey game. But it's one of those things where I think you're right, Benny, where it's like aggressive in moments, especially once Darwin comes on with his chaotic energy, but also just kind of like chill, a little boring. But for me, stressful.
Yeah, the personnel he had in the first half. I was surprised to see James like in the starting lineup. I was like, okay, this is a risk.
And he didn't get injured. This crazy.
That we know of. Let them come out tomorrow with a report like, oh, he tweaked something in the
he'll be back in May.
in the left esophagus, and he'll be back in May.
Oh no, not his left esophagus. He's sensitive. I'm
just saying he's just Mr. Glass. And I saw Lavia play as well the first half, which, man, as a player in there, Lavia is a hell of a player, and I'm just it's unfortunate that he has like these injury woes and everything. Same for James as well. But I was just surprised that he went with those guys in the first half. But having said that, they didn't really. I could tell like James was still coming back. Actually, I don't know if he'll ever get back to what he was before. He can't. I haven't seen James sprint like a full sprint in years.
Yeah.
I think we've got damage goods right there. I think it's hard to come back to his original whatever. But overall, it was more boring than I'm used to. That's
even with the draws that y'all used to play. Because
I know, like those draws were in tight, like
I think exactly.
And they were because
it was 1-1 draw.
1-1 draws, 0-0 draws, everything. But those are like more fun than this one.
And what you saw today.
I mean, this one's more decisive. But
okay,
yeah, I don't know.
I think
for me, my nerves were like not necessarily about the pitch. It's more like when you're in theory in a title race and you see Arsenal lose and City narrowly win, and it's like, okay, well, we've got to keep the pressure. So like it's like stress around like
that
we've got
makes
to
sense
get the
completely. I just said EJ Collins equal burn mouth. I guess he's talking about my title and what I was saying
your
about
title.
my letter of the law FC and what I was saying about.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant your like prem title. I'm like, your what? Okay.
No. And then he says Slot seems to be the real deal.
Listen, man,
honestly,
of all the Baldies, he's right up there with Pep at this point.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing, and the accusation they said against Liverpool was that they hadn't played anyone in the top 10, and now they've played Chelsea, which is the top 5 team so far.
Yeah.
I believe you guys are in 5th or 4th. And so I think
it's surprising to hear that, but yeah.
Oh, I know it's surprising you, but that's where you all are at. Unlike United is where they are. But yes, they play this team.
Stray bullets.
they played this team and they've won them, and I think we can back off when we're saying that they've not been proven. Yes, you haven't been proven, you haven't been tested the whole season long, so we have a ways to go.
I just love how this is just endlessly just roasting United, because like, we played our biggest rivals, and it was like, no, Liverpool hasn't played a real team. Liverpool hasn't played.
Here's another comment. Henry is saying, "Let's calm down, though."
They played Manchester United, bro. Double two top
pictures of
two
him
trophies in 2 years.
I think, honestly, given the depleted squad that he got, because they didn't really get, like, how many players did they buy? I think they only got did they even buy any players? I don't remember them getting any players over the break.
Yeah,
so for him to come just from the Dutch league and just like pick it up, hats off to him. Honestly, he's done well. He's done well.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, he's done well. You got to give him credit for that.
And our hard fixture list is starting. We got Arsenal, Madrid, City, right? Like a bunch of those teams the next month. So we'll see.
Is Saliba out for that game?
Oh, Saliba's out for Liverpool.
Oh,
Odegaard is out, and Saka is on the table. As far as
Saka will play. Saka will play.
That's probably the most important guy right there.
Yeah, I think Saka is our most. I'm not sure what the issue is with Saka, but
me too. He's in my fantasy team. He has to get better.
He's in my team. I was like, what's going on? Fama didn't score. Nobody in my team scored this weekend.
I guess you didn't captain Mo. Amateur hour.
Said, I don't have him. I can't afford everyone. He said. Henry said a lot of their players returned from injury. I assume he's talking about you guys. Okay. He said, and they kept their core.
Okay.
Thigh issue for Saka. No Saka, no party. So everyone agrees that if Saka is not there, Liverpool will run amok. Is it home or away?
We'll see. It's at you guys. I think it's at the Emirates.
Okay, so it's Gunners. Okay.
Emirates.
I mean, I know we'll talk about top 6 in a bit. So let's wrap up this. Any more comments on Liverpool, Chelsea?
No.
All right. Well, congratulations, Liverpool, top of the table one more time.
Thank you.
All right,
just 8 games didn't calm down. Let's been coming down.
Okay, now look at something I'm passionate about.
Let's be coming down. Let's be coming down.
It's not a lie that they're top of the table. Let's jump to the next.
It's true. Let's just be coming down.
Tuchel hired. Should the English manager always be English? That's the hot topic for the week. Like, everyone's so upset that the English national football team hired a non-Englishman.
But everyone are like the people on Twitter who seriously need to get a life, and like dumbasses. Yeah. No offense, Carragher, I love you, but dumbasses like Carragher and Neville who would have fainted from joy if it was Klopp or Guardiola.
Absolutely.
Like, they would have cried with happiness.
Okay, so let's start with, first of all,
that's sorry. I was just trying to imitate Carragher. I just realized I don't have a Liverpool accent.
I've tried. It's too hard.
I don't have it. But you're absolutely right, Lingard. It's crazy how they just like very biased.
And I don't get the hate. Okay, so to answer the question,
it was Klopp.
No, of course
manager,
not.
This and that and this.
Yeah.
The current manager is not even like truly. I mean, he's English born, but he played for the Irish team.
He's Irish.
He's Irish, so why not say something about that?
But the English and the Irish aren't friends either. So like,
Declan Rice scoring for England, and he's Irish.
He's Irish. Exactly. He didn't have a problem with that.
Like, what is this?
Exactly.
I
think no, of course not. I think I understand how, to an extent, it's almost always ideal for your manager to be from your country because it has this emotional feeling of like affiliation and affinity. But no, of course not. And I think Ike posted something really helpful this week about like how expensive it is to get your coaching badges in England. And then he listed, and then he and some other people have like talked about like all these English manager hopes who some don't want to come manage England, and players like managers like Lampard, Gerrard, etc. These quintessential English players are bad managers. Shouldn't the England manager be someone who's going to be good and get stuff out of the players? Like, of course, the English manager should not always be English. Even if I understand that you might want that, I understand why you would want it. Of course, yes. But like, it's foolishness. Like the uproar and the outcry. It leans a lot into xenophobia. That's why I'm glad it's not a black person who's not English, because it would get real nasty real fast.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. It's foolish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why.
Do they want to win or they just want to be English? That's
exactly.
Yeah.
They know what we watched, and I don't want to go into a Gareth Southgate debate, but I support England as a national team, and everyone's upset with me. But I had to watch what I watched during the Euros, and it was not a good show. And they still stumbled to the final. It was
a terrible showing.
You stumbled to the final.
Terrible fixtures.
That's the opportunity to go to the final, and you couldn't change, and you lost. Don't play Trent. You forced Foden in. Mm-hmm. What are we doing? It's because he's English. We need someone else who
exactly
care about these people
to come. And all these people who are talking shit. It's like, but like we're bringing in England's bringing in, and I also support England, not against African teams. I support England, but like we're bringing in a proven winner. Like England has some of their best players in a really long time. Like we wasted them with Southgate, and this is not about Trent.
Exactly.
But I do think like players like Trent were really underutilized. We have creative players. Like, why play Sturridge?
Why did you have to drop that out there? Why did you have to drop? It's not about
Trent. It's not about Trent.
He's not the
performances.
Look, I agree 100%.
I think Trent had played ahead of Walker, and everyone, for some reason, Walker made that team of the season. He made the team of his
court cases running slow. Like,
I don't know. Walker
he couldn't work with Saka. I see Saka week in, week out.
That is true.
I'm like, and that guy did not work with him. Every single second, he's cutting in. I'm like, Saka's right here. What are you doing?
See, it's okay. You people calm down. You're just supporting your team's players now. Now talking about Saka, talking about Trent. Let's be fair.
I'm the one who mentioned Trent first. He should have been starting.
Okay. You're okay. Mention your babies. That's fine. Point is that look, Paul Walker. That's the Paul Walker.
Okay,
Kyle Walker.
Not playing for City right now.
Paul Walker.
Watching a little Fast and
Furious.
A little too much Fast and Furious. Maybe because he's so fast and he's so furious. But Kyle Walker is
slow.
He is. He's still the fastest on the team. He's still the fastest on the team.
England conceded.
Okay, guys. I can't relitigate these Euros. I can't do it again.
I watched him.
But Kyle Walker, in terms of recovery, he's probably the best defender England has in terms of recovery, which is a big thing for England. The unfortunate thing is that the way England play, the way they're set up, he's almost useless there because they're so defensive. If they want to have Kyle Walker on the team, you need to be like more attacking to where you have this guy as the eraser to erase any kind of counter attacks and everything with his speed. But that's why Southgate, I don't know, the English moaning about an English manager is just funny to me because you don't, and I've been saying this for years now, there are no world-class England managers, and there hasn't been for a long time, if ever really. If we're talking about like at least not in my lifetime, no English managers are good. Period. Like that's a fact. You can bring anybody that's English. Who?
Eddie, however, that's what I call him.
And his results are however. He just lose to Brighton at home. The point is that they don't have any proven English managers, I should say, like that has won anything like decent in the last 30 years. So bringing a German, like it's not like you're going all the way to Timbuktu to find a manager. You're bringing a known winner, a guy that gets to finals a lot. It's not like you're just bringing a random, foreign guy out there. You're bringing someone that's supposed to come bring results. Now, if he doesn't perform, then you can say, okay, based on his results, take him away because I don't know how Southgate got that job in the first place. I don't know what he has done to deserve that. I would rather, I said I would rather as if I'm English. I'm not even English. If they had brought in Lampard or somebody else that has at least a storied playing career, I would understand. But bringing Southgate, who doesn't have a storied playing career or a storied manager career at all, so I don't a managerial career, so I don't understand the logic there. I guess it's just English. He has to be English,
right? And he worked with the under 21,
whatever. Oh yeah,
under 21s. Yeah. What
Look,
did you do?
Tuchel, you guys know.
He didn't win anything, but that's why.
I know Ayo knows that I have no love for Thomas Tuchel. I call him Stewie because that's what I think he looks like. But I do understand.
I
that
love me some Tuchel. I like that guy.
I know
Too
you
bad.
do.
Too much.
I actually know you.
I
do.
just want to see him get in
exactly.
fights. I think he's a madman.
He's
I like
kind
it.
of psycho. And
Sometimes
he has an aggressive personality, I think.
Yeah.
That's
But-
what England need right now.
Yeah, when they say he's the perfect manager for where England is, it's something that Ayo has said before when I've asked whether Tuchel is an option for United. And he doesn't think he's a good man manager. Well, you don't need
He's not.
the best man manager. You need someone who's a tactician who can win you games, the games in front of you. Okay, analyze
Right.
who's the opponent, play because that's all England is going to do. You're going to face Germany. You're going to face international football teams. You're not facing Arsenal and Chelsea week in week out,
Yeah.
or Premier League teams. So, and you need to win knockoff games. You need someone who can do that. You need, and
Right.
Emery's good at that, and Thomas Tuchel will be good at that too.
All right.
that's
Also,
You don't need sentiment. Do these people want to
Yeah.
win a World Cup? Because they've not won
Exactly.
anything.
The amount of complaining over the summer, and I'm like, but did you want Lee Carlsley? He didn't even
I
want
know.
the job. Like, really?
How can you go to two
Who are you?
Euros
Who do you
back-to-back
want?
and
I want an
lose
England
the
fan to
finals?
tell me who they want. Who's
Yeah.
English? Like, really? Gerrard's
Someone
one
should
of my
ask-
players all the time. You want Gerrard? He's a mess.
someone should have
Like,
asked Carragher who he wanted. Someone should have asked him, like, all right,
He
who
would
do you
have
think is
cried if
good?
Klopp came. He's also German. He'd
Tears
have
of
been the
joy.
happiest man alive.
And another thing about Tuchel, even though he's not a good man, I think like I was saying, he's the perfect manager because at least for a national side, you don't get to interact with him too long during a season. It's just in doses. If you get him in doses, that's perfect. Because I think it's when you start getting that long relationship that things start to deteriorate with his intensity. But if you're getting that intensity in doses, maybe that's something that will work better. But yeah, he's a terrific manager. Like, actually knows his stuff. He knows his shit. He
I
knows
saw
his
Harry Kane was
very
saying
smart guy.
he's excited to work with him, even though I think they should
Why
move on
won't
from
he?
Harry Kane. I think they should move on from Harry Kane before the next World Cup. But apart from that,
Oh, I don't know about
Harry
that.
Kane
Just
just scored
World
his,
Cups in
like,
2 years.
Fourth hat trick
maybe
of like
35.
this
If
season.
we don't
or
have
something.
another, if we don't have another striker by the time Harry turns 35, we're not
No.
doing our jobs.
So I
32.
thought the way Southgate managed Harry Kane was stupid. Having him just stay up front. I think it's the first couple of games. Harry Kane is not a guy that you just put like a top 9 and that's it. That boy plays best when he drops and feeds like wingers that run past him. And he did that in when Mourinho came to Tottenham. He did that there, and he had a crazy, amazing season.
Yeah.
When he
And
went to
also-
Germany, he did that first season in Germany. Now Harry Kane scored a hat trick, yes, but he's kind of been faltering the last couple of games. So I think you have to like play to his strengths, really. And he's still a stud. That
Harry
boy's
Kane
still a
was,
stud.
he
I
was
don't care
not
what
fit
anybody
for the
says.
Euros. He wasn't fit.
He wasn't very
No,
fit
exactly.
either.
Dude,
He
how
wasn't very
many
fit.
right
And then they had
backs
him up
did we
front
take
there.
to the Euros? How many right backs did we take to the Euros? Like 4. How many left backs did we take? 1. He was injured. So we played.
Did you
and
say?
Luke Shaw was
Are you saying
injured.
we or he? I'm not sure. Are you saying we or he?
We. I know what I'm
Who is
saying.
we? Who is we?
So
I'm
just
staying
saying,
out of
right
it.
now he's bad. And I won't blame him for everything. He did his best, but he's limited.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, Gareth Southgate. All right. Someone said Henry's saying that there are a bunch of clowns. I believe he's referring to the English people.
I don't know what they want. Not at all.
Exactly. It's
They
like they
don't
don't
know
know what they want.
Sentimentalists. That's
Oh,
all they are.
Kwame, who has
Okay,
been
Kwame, who's back? Oh my
back,
god!
man. He'll
Welcome
go
back,
back
bro.
next week. I don't even know
Missed
who
you
you
so
that is
much.
playing next week, but he'll go back. EJ, just checking in on your mental health. Hope you're well, sis. I'm doing fine. Also, the EPL is already a parade of the best foreign managers in the world. Yep. And they all embrace English culture. This is what Arteta said. So Arteta had a very good comment about this. And he said that, look, when these foreign coaches come to England, they're dedicated to the country. They get into the culture and they like to stay within. They love
the country. Yeah.
It's why Pep, who never spends more than 3 years in the team, has been here for 9 years. It's why Klopp was here for 8 years. It's why Arteta has been here since freaking 2004 or 6.
That's why Tuchel was mad about leaving. Like he has
they love
residence
him.
and whatever. Mourinho still has a house in London. Like they
Exactly.
love it.
Yeah, exactly.
That city is addicted. That country is addicted to these people, and I think it's not nice to spit in their faces when they get these jobs. You know, when they're trying to help the country.
Some of those headlines and pages were ridiculous. I'm like,
yes.
okay, so
It's
just
just-
take
They're like,
it's just
Is he
And
gonna
there's a
wear?
mouth diarrhea.
Always
Yeah.
wears a tracksuit.
And again, it's these
On the
same people who
sideline.
are like, Southgate is the worst manager in the world. And I'm like, tell me an England manager who deserves this group of players and deserves a role like this, and not just because he's a white guy you like, right? Like, tell me a
Exactly. These are
proven one. A proven one.
They had 3 players of the seasons in that team that went to the Euros. 3
Yes.
players of the season. One from Germany, one from England, and one from who was the third one from?
Bellingham.
Yes. And Bellingham from Spain. 3
Yes.
of them.
They
And he
want to
couldn't
waste a
do
generation.
jack with them.
Masaka.
And,
Yeah.
and Southgate is supposed to be this guy to handle. Come on now.
Give him a knighthood. Nice guy. Whatever.
Yeah,
All right.
he's a nice guy.
One
Just
more.
showing up with M&S.
So I just said shout out to EJ for showing up today. Damn, why are people acting like I never show up? That's not true at all. The argument is nonsensical. Importantly, England have a pseudo golden generation now. Okay, that's what we're saying. They need a proper coach, irrespective of nationality, to harness
Exactly.
the first they have. Otherwise, Belgium 2.0.
Good example.
Facts.
Amazing team that
Facts.
squandered it.
That's it.
Amazing team.
And I
He
think
is like Stewie.
Martinez.
That's so
I
hard.
think Martinez is a better coach than Southgate. So let's just put it out there. But they wasted that.
You
Dodging
guys are
foot
going to
over
start seeing.
Martinez.
Now that I've told you, you're going to see Stewie when you see him.
I know.
He's not Stewie. You guys stop. He's not Stewie.
I don't think he looks like
get
it.
my coach like that.
And he will not spend enough time with them at a stretch. Okay, yeah, to get pissed with the players like club football, which is everything, which is what you said. He isn't a proper manager. That's the only Achilles heel anywhere he's gone. Tactically, he's solid. Okay, that's us talking about Tuchel.
Exactly. He's a cup manager. He's perfect for them.
Perfect for them. Why is EJ using we? Brand? Someone rightly mentioned that the royal family have German blood. Facts.
That is true.
Prince
That
Philip,
is true. Very true.
He had to change his name.
Right.
All of
and
them,
again, the reality is like,
have
like, what's their beef with Tuchel? Because again, these same people would be happy if it was Klopp or Pep, especially Pep.
Facts. That's what they need to be honest about. If it was Pep, but Klopp would have been. I think they tried to get maybe it was America who tried to get Klopp. Someone tried to get
England tried to get mid-Euro. England was like,
it was America that tried to get him. I think the guy laughed. America tried to get Klopp. Like, I don't know.
Said, okay, so we're all saying the same thing. I'll go Kwame. I'll report you for this one that's also harassing me. Saji.
I'll report them too.
By the way, shout out to Saji. Saji produced our record, our opening intro. Shout out to him. Great producer.
Oh, nice.
Henry said, but tactically, okay, we're all saying the same thing now. EJ, stop this agenda. Okay, yeah, Allah's tired of what I've been saying against Kane. I've said this to him on separate occasions. The dude is still the best, England's best goal scorer at the moment. He would most likely be their best at World Cup. We have 2 years to find someone. I still believe.
To find who? If you don't know who you're finding right now, it's too late.
It's
too late. If you don't know who you're going to get right now, it's too late. It's too late. Kane is going to be the best option, honestly. Honestly, he might not be the stop player there. I think Saka or maybe Bellingham will even get him better. But he's still special. He's still special. He's still a special player. And Tuchel definitely is not letting go of him right away.
No. Tuchel is on his side for sure.
Oh, Tuchel loves him. He loves Tuchel too. As a top player, right?
That was very clear. And I think that's a good sign because Kane is their leader and Kane can, they will fall in line, basically. Appreciate you, EJ, for the shout out. And Henry says, solid job to Soji. All right.
Definitely, that was solid. Yeah. The intro was good.
Yeah, I mean, I was just leave EJ. She thinks Ollie Watkins will do what Kane does. Someone else. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. We have a few more minutes. Top 6 predictions. So we're doing this because I feel like every week it changes. Because I've changed now. After what I saw this weekend, I've changed. I now believe that Liverpool. I'm just kidding. I think I came out with City. I thought City would win again just because they did it before. I just know better now than to bet against City. I know they've lost Rodri. Today they played without KDB. They never start folding anymore. I don't know what they're doing in that team. But somehow, in the 97th minute, they're able to score winners or score goals to equalize games. So they're still City. And I'm just starting. I think they will win. I think just because Liverpool does have slot, and I still don't think we know everything there is to know, I have to put Arsenal second. Now, if Arsenal doesn't come second in this season, then that's a regression. So I don't like
Sure.
what I saw this weekend because we've now second.
Okay.
So we've now gone down twice or three times this season, gone down to 10 men. Each time we're going down a bit earlier. So the first time went down is minute 60 something. The second time was minute 45. This time is minute 30. And each time we've ended up not winning the game. So I don't feel like we have a good plan B. And I don't feel like we are disciplined enough to the letter of the law to stay with 11 men for the rest of the season until we figure, we have to be careful. We have to stop making these silly mistakes, right? No small gestures, no large gestures. Don't do anything to drop to 10 men. Because when we drop to 10 men, so far it looks like we don't have a game plan. So I want Arteta to work on that. I want our team to stay focused. And if we're not staying focused, then we're going to risk our second spot position because I don't think we'll finish ahead of City with all these mistakes. So I do put Arsenal in second place with an asterisk beside it. And that asterisk is because we're not playing well. We're not scoring goals as much as we could. And Liverpool is an unknown. Otherwise, I would have flipped Liverpool by now. So I need to see more from Liverpool. Maybe by mid-season. If I see crazy things from Liverpool, I may flip that. So I have City first, Arsenal second, Liverpool next. I do have Chelsea ahead of Villa. And after Villa, I'm going to go with Spurs. All right. So, Linger, I'll let you go next.
Every single season my whole life, I predict Liverpool will win. So we'll see. Even when we were coming like 7th and 8th, I was like, this is our season, guys. I believe we're going to win it. I can feel it in my bones. So I put Liverpool first. I always do.
Okay.
I also think that like every season, not every season, for the last few years, or even especially when we were really head-to-head with City, I'm so optimistic the first half of this season and the second half when City wake up. So I'm going to regurgitate things I always say. They don't look the same. They have key injuries, blah, blah, blah. And then they always win anyways. So I know it's silly to discount them. I think we'll win. City will come second. Arsenal will come third. Third would be a regression, but I also think that like, I mean, as you now know, EJ, as Arsenal fans now know, it's just hard when you're going against City. Like you can see your best team you've seen in so long. We broke 100 points and didn't win the league. So I have Liverpool, City, Arsenal. I think Chelsea will come in fourth. They're still looking pretty promising, even if they lost today. I also think Villa will come in fifth. I think Villa is actually still is such a good team, but I do wonder about being in Europe and just the toll that can take on not having maybe as big or deep a squad as some of the other top 4 or 5 teams, and then Spurs sixth.
Okay.
But I do think United's going to pull it out and come in like 8th, though.
Where are they now? 11th or 12th?
Like 8th.
Okay.
All right.
So,
yeah, I don't know why you guys are saying second. Arsenal second is not a regression already. They should be first this season, especially with the key injuries that I think Rodri is more important to City than Odegaard is to Arsenal, in my opinion. That's what I believe. That I truly believe that.
But so I feel like City can win without Rodri.
So can Arsenal. You guys have been winning without Odegaard
consistently.
Saka is
we
your best player.
We have not lost Odegaard before, so I don't know.
Well, now you know that you can win.
Exactly, I know that.
But they lost.
It's the red cards. It's just the red cards. Really, you should have. This game should have been a slam dunk for Arsenal without the.
I think what I also don't like is that we didn't score before that card. 30 minutes. Nah, that makes no sense. So that's what I'm thinking about, not just the red card. We couldn't score.
Y'all have a discipline issue. Although this one, I don't think this was discipline though, but I think overall you have a discipline issue.
Like a small mistake.
Anyway, a small mistake. I like to clown Arsenal still. Anytime Arsenal loses, it's a good day for me. Matter of fact, I watched that game for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and within that 5 minutes, you guys had it red, and I just turned it off. I was like, I'm not about to ruin this happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just go about my day. It was perfect for me. So first, I can't. I would say Liverpool, but again, like Linda was saying, like EJ was saying, there's not enough data to say Slot is good. He's good so far, but as you all know, the games that decide whether you're a winner is not really against the top 6 or whatever. It's those small pesky teams. And you guys Liverpool has dropped one game already to, was it Wolves? No, it wasn't Wolves.
Nottingham Forest.
Forest. That Nuno is a giant killer anyway. But yeah, to Forest. So I think that it'll tell over time. It's just 8 games in, but I
Yeah.
think City will probably win this one again. Uh, Second will probably be. I do think Arsenal will make it second. I think they will pick up, steam later down the season, and I think Liverpool will probably falter a bit when they start hitting, like especially when December comes along. Um, Fourth, and I know I said Chelsea wouldn't come top six this year, but I think I see Chelsea being fifth at least.
Mhm.
Fourth, I'm gonna give it to Aston Villa. Aston Villa, that guy's doing wonders. Emery is performing wonders over there with that little
Seriously.
budget he has. And I'm really impressed from what I've seen. Fifth, Chelsea, because there's a bit of a resurgence right now. Um, I do think we might just miss out on top four marginally. Sixth, and this might be strange, but Fabian Herzler, or whatever, however they say his last name, the manager for Brighton, 31 years old. Whew,
Seriously.
I'm a fan already. I'm a fan of what he's doing. I think Brighton will come sixth. I
Okay.
think Brighton will come
They
sixth.
have a Gambian player, Minte. I'm so excited. He's been pretty
I'm
good.
clearly there's something in the water in Germany because the managers know they just know the salt. They're worth the salt, like they're worth in salt or however you say that. But they really know the shit. So I'm really, really excited to see what happens when he gets like a decent sized club with a good budget. Because so far I've been impressed.
All right, good talk. Let me take his comment real quick because Ola accused me of jumping it. He said maybe he wants Lampard to take over the national team with the kind of good vibes he brought to Chelsea.
Honestly.
It was good
Yeah.
vibes.
And then Ayo said my top six is linger, brunch, hang up, tequila shots. I guess that's
So I'm on the pod once in a while, and I will just doggedly be like, "Can you come on the pod, or do you have brunch?" And honestly, I usually have brunch.
they have brunch. That's funny. Real prediction: Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Villa, Spurs. And I was sticking to his Arsenal shot. He never gives Arsenal top billing, but he thinks City will get dock points. I just don't think.
Sure.
Yeah, he thinks the docking points will bring them down to where Arsenal will take over. He doesn't think Arsenal will win the league.
Yeah.
Free and clear, or you know what I mean. And I don't think City will be docked any points.
I don't think City will be docked points. I think they'll be fined world record fine.
Yeah,
like world record. But it's the kind of money that like Mansour can just like find in his couch, like I find quarters. It'd be like 100 million pounds. Oh no! Like yeah.
I secretly think Arsenal will win the league when Pep leaves next season. That's what I think.
Sure.
When or if
he'll leave, he's not signing a new contract.
Okay.
Henry said, "Wow, wow, wow." Not sure why. The jab has
like an ambulance.
Something you said. I believe it's something you said, Benny. The jab has to come in. I think it was something you said in relation to Arsenal. The lack of discipline.
Sure.
Okay.
So he's agreeing with you that it's a lack of discipline and the crazy team not putting teams out early. That's what I was saying. You need to, and I think part of that, I have 1 minute to say that, is just Arteta handbrake. He's doing that thing where he's being, and I call it that he's panicking. And I'm not going to accuse Arteta of not knowing what he's doing. Obviously, he's a better coach than I would ever imagine myself to ever consider.
Don't sell yourself short, EJ. Don't sell yourself short.
I don't know how to do anything.
You never know.
But my point is,
just be buying Liverpool players. I'll buy based come here, man.
So I think with him, like yesterday, playing Rice Party Marino, which I don't know much about Marino, but based on what everyone told me, they said Marino is a party alternative. So if I'm seeing a team starting with 3 of those, I already know we're not going full blast. And that's because of the lack of Odegaard. But then don't we have people to replace him? And there's no Saka, So yeah, I don't know.
Playing the 3 of them at the same time was a little too handbraking.
It's too reserved
against Bournemouth. That was
So I think that's where he should have gone a little bit more adventurous with our young kid Nwaneri. I don't think, for instance, Nwaneri cannot start against Liverpool. I understand if you did what you did.
Why
today.
not? Come on, man. Give him a chance.
Play against under 21. Liverpool's 17. He can play under 21 Carling Cup. He can start those games. But like, we're not. That's what I mean. These are the games that you start him against, and then swap out to the bigger. Take a chance. So I think he needs to take a chance. I also think our team needs to be serious. So put the teams out early. Yakubu
Yes,
Minteh talking about
he's
you.
good, right? Even though he's not actually been helpful for me in fantasy, but I keep him out of Gambian loyalty.
Oh wow.
Yes, exactly. I'm really,
Okay, I would do
really
that. I would do
excited about him.
They'll be complaining in England. Don't mind them. What are you
You
talking
can never
about?
mind English fans. You'll drive
Oh,
yourself
God.
crazy, honestly.
Can't believe none of y'all have the almighty task in top six. Bastard manager Eric Ten Laden.
Oh god, you've missed so many good weeks of us talking about United. Where have you been? I have been smoking crack.
He's talking about Ariel Collin putting Arsenal first.
I heard that Kwame went to India to go and smoke some hashish just to calm
He went
down.
to go pray. He went to
Eric
go
said
pray,
that-
but it didn't work.
Happened into
I went on
City.
that too cool
Came
Indian
back.
run.
Anthony's still there. His dreams didn't come true.
I'm dying. Henry said, but I need Arsenal to win this season. I understand. I think we should have also won last season. EJ's a life coach. I bet.
Other comment.
To when you said don't sell yourself short.
Look,
Life
EJ,
coach.
actually, what's really nice is it's usually me, but actually, you're getting all the heat from him.
I
This is
know, but it's
this is
because
a very chill podcast for me, to be honest. Like it's lovely.
it's nice. I'm happy to be Oga Kwame's scapegoat for today. He hasn't had many scapegoats for the last 2 months.
I honestly.
Oh, he said, I actually think Arsenal will win outright now. Rodri injury is a game changer. I think I was setting us up to be trolled even harder.
Well, we'll see what happens in the winter as well. Like,
Yeah.
will City just spend £100 billion on some person who's amazing? I mean, and Gundogan's come back, but he hasn't been his usual self so far.
Yeah, Gundogan is not a good Rodri replacement. I think we're gonna find out. Pep is gonna the team's gonna get somebody like we've never heard about. But we'll just come
Exactly.
in here.
Now
Revelation.
come in and be Rodri.
Just come in and be better than Rodri said.
And be better.
Exactly.
He's
No,
a
I don't know how
witch.
they scout. I don't
He's
know
a
how they
witch.
find the scouts, the city scouts. I don't know how they
Honestly.
work because the way they find players,
It's
they
insane.
Exactly.
find the right profile for. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think I was going to say something about Arsenal. One more thing. Who's going to remind
Oh
me?
my God. We're spending a lot of time talking
Oh, no,
about Arsenal,
Rodri
who
injury,
lost
game
this
changer.
weekend.
It escaped me. You're lucky. It
Like
wasn't.
the win,
It wasn't
it
important.
escaped you. It escaped you like the win yesterday. Continue.
right.
Ooh,
I think we have 1 minute before Linger has to dip. So kudos, donkey of the week. Any kudos? Anyone?
Kudos to Curtis Jones, who scored a goal, which is great. He was really good in the game, but also he just has a new baby, and I just think it's really cute that like his baby's less than a week old and he scored a goal in the game. So shout out to him.
Nice. What about you, Benny? Any kudos?
That was gonna be my kudos, but that baby fact, I'm taking it out. He's not my kudos anymore. He's
Why?
not my
Why
kudos
are you
anymore.
a hater?
I'm a hater. Yes, confirmed hater. Kudos of the week. I'm gonna go give it to the Brighton manager who went to Newcastle and stole 3 points, all 3 points.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of what he's doing. Big fan.
Nice. Who's my kudos? Sheesh. I didn't even come up with the kudos. Let's give it.
Soboslai got engaged, EJ. One of our players, one of your
did
fine
he?
boys got engaged. So kudos to him as well.
More and more keep losing. Anyway, my player got engaged and lost the game. So
Raya, right? The second, oh my God, the
it's
memes
so
have been
funny because when I
amazing.
saw it on Twitter, I was like, you should be focusing on the game ahead of the week. Why are you proposing? Your girlfriend's not running away. Wait till the weekend. And then someone joked that he will concede 2 goals. Why?
Exactly. And they said it moment of, and he did.
I know. That was hilarious. No, my kudos, I'm going to give it to, let's give it to Liverpool, because at first I was rooting for Chelsea to win, but then I saw that they would overtake us on the table, and I was like, y'all fans are going to be psycho. Can't let that happen. So I switched it to Liverpool, and they delivered for me. And everyone's going to say, oh, why are you supporting your fan rivals? But I'm not supporting them. I just didn't want Chelsea to climb up on the table. So that's it. What about sorry, well, I'll take some of these
2
comments.
big groups. Oh, sure.
I hate Arsenal. I'm not going to say it that way. More than I hate Liverpool. Linger, you are my sister this weekend. I love you for now. He said for now.
Hugs.
And then Aya said, agreed, Linger. If they get like Bruno Guimaraes or Zubimendi, then yeah, that flips. Okay, he's talking about Rodri.
Yeah.
Guimaraes, Bruno Guimaraes. I don't know.
You know he's not leaving. I don't know why. I think they tried and they failed. Kudos to Emery, EJ's best friend.
Facts. Whatever.
I can't stand that guy, and it's gonna stop working for him. They keep conceding the first goal and winning the game, but that's not gonna work forever. One day, him and Pep, one day they're gonna suffer for conceding the first goal. Best coaches. All right, let's go to our donkeys for the weekend.
I have two big groups. One, English fans who are often my donkey for many reasons, for their mindless nonsense chatter. And secondly, it's not even like any of the refs were so egregiously bad this weekend. I'm just saying, I really do think like international breaks, the amount of games, and reffing are all making the Prem feel a lot worse to me. Like, it's just inconsistent. Like, I can't explain decisions. I'm angry a lot. Like, it's just not really joyful. So refs generally are my donkey of the week.
What about you, Benny?
Donkey of the week. She said fans, but I'll have a particular face of the fans. I'll go Jamie Carragher for his.
And Gary Neville. And Gary Neville
was vocal too.
Well, Carragher was the first one I saw, so he can be donkey for both of them. Carragher for sure. Just spin mindless, not necessarily mindless. It's just nationalistic drivel. Really, it's just
jingoism. Do you want to win or not?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe he's jealous that these guys might actually win something and he never did in his own life. Maybe that's what it is.
Sure.
So that's my donkey of the week.
Yeah, my donkey are the refs. I know we can blame my teams and blame all the teams you want, but like at the end of the day, I see inconsistencies all around. And I do agree, Linger, about the international break. I think that's what's making some of these teams look sloppy, like just chopping up the season. And I feel like it's more like we already had 2 international breaks,
and we have one more coming in another few weeks, right? Like,
yeah, like every week my players are playing, they're all injured. I can't deal with
this for nonsense reasons. Like, there's a patch where, like, for me, I just felt like our players looked really tired, and like all of our players play for their national teams. A lot of them are captains of their national teams, and it's like, what's the point?
And their teams are not going anywhere, so why do they have to keep going?
Yeah,
like Norway, Odegaard. Anyway, like I can't wait. I remember what I wanted to say about Arsenal. I can't wait.
Fired about Norway.
We're gonna go to Dubai, and when we come back, we'll be a new team.
Dubai baddie energy.
Are they Dubai baddies too?
Yeah, you see? Hashtag Dubai baddies.
That's what happened last season. After we went to Dubai, we came back. We were scoring 3 or 4 goals every game.
Dubai baddies.
All right, I'll take these last comments and we'll call it a day. Uncle Kwame said Donkey is 10 terrorists until the day he gets stopped.
I think Uncle Kwame just sits in a dark room angry. Like Kendrick Lamar when he was beefing with Drake. He just sits there like, like all day.
Yeah. And I think Aya is also saying the same. Oh, Donkey Southampton, 2 goals up, still lost to Leicester. And also INEOS for sticking with ETH and throwing our season away.
Fired your old man Ferguson and said he can't come to the dressing room anymore. Like he's like some sort of like there are charges against him. Like what?
United deserve every bad thing happening to them right now. I have no sympathy. You guys terrorize the league with some whatever for years.
Eras come to an end.
And there's more to come. More to come. My
Your
prayer
will
was
come
that they
back
didn't get Tuchel
tenfold.
because I love Tuchel. I was just praying they didn't get him because that guy could actually switch things around a little until he gets them pissed off and then they fire him. But I'm just happy they didn't get him.
I am shocked to high heavens that they fell for the FA Cup, and I blame United fans for over celebrating and overhyping that FA Cup victory, and watching them claim that because of that they had a better season than Liverpool, Arsenal, and every other
Arsenal team. Only Liverpool still.
No, but y'all won Carling Cup. Apparently, it's more than Carling Cup.
I was so certain Ten Hag was leaving, was done.
Even Ten Hag, he was supposed to be fired. He was actually on his last leg playing. I remember saying this because I was like, if I was the coach of this team, I'm making you all lose this match because how dare you borderline fire me before the
burning the bridge behind me. Yeah,
it's like I'm burning the bridge behind, and then they
exactly.
I was like, you did what? And also, how can you keep on the guy? How can you, as the man, stay in the team that wanted you gone?
When everyone knew United is talking to this coach, United is talking to that coach. Like, why? You
had nowhere else to go. How can you, a club, want to keep
even
someone?
If you're bald, you can still be happy, you know?
Yeah, have your pride.
Kwame knows that.
So you had no pride.
Hey, let's calm down with the bald jokes, please.
I have a bald manager too, guys. I've had to really calm down with it.
Ten Hag had no pride, and Arsenal United couldn't find no one. That's what, and that was the recipe for disaster. That's a marriage in.
United.
Ethan, what are these balloons?
I don't know. I don't know where.
I think whenever you do this peace sign, it goes up, they go up, or something like that.
I guess
like,
not.
yeah.
All right, I've got to go.
All right.
So I'm laughing at them until they get rid of him, which doesn't sound like it'll happen anytime soon. But they won the game, so they're good for another 2 weeks.
It will not happen.
Good job.
I pray it won't happen.
I pray he stays
all
forever.
the badness. It should stay forever.
3 more years. But yeah, I think we're at the end of our podcast. Yeah. Glad you guys could join. I'll see you guys next time.
Good to see you all.
Right.
Yes.
Likewise.
Up the Reds. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good week.